So my husband, though, he helps with all my travels and everything, and he always gets really excited when he books my flight. He's like, oh, got your real good seat on this flight. I'm like, oh, first class? He's like, no, next best thing. The exit row. Like, every guy loves the exit row because they're like, yeah, they're spread out their leg. And I'm like, I don't like the exit row because now I'm committing to act like a Navy SEAL if some shit goes down. And that stresses me out, okay? You just saw what I did to the counter and the boots. Do you really think I'm gonna be capable of opening up the door and like, no, I'm gonna screw it up. I'm never gonna let everyone go before me. I'm gonna be like, see you motherfuckers, and like be down the slide. And I know everybody, a lot of people have their service animals and their little dogs, and I really don't care. But I was seated next to a service monkey, okay? And it's looking at me like... And I'm like, isn't the whole point of having your service animal like a dog so that if you have trouble, anxiety about flying, if there's some stuff that goes on with the plane, the dog will calm your nerves? Can you think of a less calming animal if there's some turbulence than a monkey? It's gonna be like, ah! Like jumping on everybody's heads throughout the cabin. Oh my God. So my husband, he'll like load up all my shows on my iPad. I don't mean to brag, I have an iPad. And he knows what I like to watch. Basically anything that deals with infidelity, killing one's spouse, and disposing of their dead body for insurance money. My favorite genre of television and film. And I think I've seen enough of these shows and stuff to know that if my husband is unexpectedly found dead, I know how to look innocent no matter what, okay? Like, ladies, you do not get a boob job the day after your husband's funeral. Like, you need to live with those tiny titties for about 4 months. Otherwise, it looks real suspicious. But I was watching this one, and I thought this was interesting because in the end, the girl did get caught for helping her boyfriend kill her husband. And I think what tipped off the detective was these voicemails that she was leaving her husband when he didn't come home that night. Now, mind you, this couple has been married for over 10 years and have 2 kids. And these are the kind of messages she's leaving him. Hey, pumpkin poo, it's your baby bear. It's about 7 o'clock and I made that lasagna I promised you when we talked earlier today, so it's piping hot. Can't wait to see you, lover. Hey, it's about 7:15, don't know where you are, but got some garlic bread, it's piping for you, and I can't wait to see you. Piglet poo, it's just waiting for you. I'll see you real soon. Hon, it's about 7:45, don't know where you're at. Maybe you got dinner with your friend, or I don't know if you're still hungry. Can you just let me know if I'm supposed to keep this warm or not for you? Okay, I love you, pumpkin poo, I love you. Okay. Now, ladies, if you've been married for over 10 years, and your husband knew that you were making homemade lasagna for him on a Tuesday night, and now he's just not answering the phone or returning your texts, those are not the kind of voicemail messages you'd be leaving him. The kind of voicemail messages you'd be leaving him is like, hey, fuckface! I made your homemade lasagna. I started at 4 o'clock with all the fucking layers of pasta. I don't even like that shit. I'm on the keto diet, asshole! Oh, and you're sitting at the bar, you're just with your friend, oh, it's my bitch wife again. Well, I'll tell you what your bitch wife's gonna do. She's gonna take that lasagna pan and shove it up your asshole because I'm freaking done! And then, when you get the horrible news, you're like, oh my God, and I left him such mean messages, I had no idea. So much more believable. So much more believable. Just saying. I like to watch like some sexy stuff, like when I'm on the road, like a long thing. I was watching, which is kind of weird because now everyone has like their own like iPad, and I'm watching 50 Shades of Grey, the trilogy, and there's a 4-year-old next to me. I'm like, watch your own shit, perv. Like, it's just weird. It's like weird. So I finally saw the movie, and even when the book came out, the whole S&M and domination thing, like I did not get the appeal of it. I'm like, I would not want to be in a relationship like this. But then when I watched the movie, I was like, well, maybe if you owned a helicopter, I'd let you hit me too. He was very rich. He's very, very wealthy, okay? Christian Grey is like gorgeous. He's 27. He's like a multi-million-dollar billionaire. I don't know. And we've got 27-year-old billionaires in Silicon Valley. They don't look like Christian Grey, okay? They're like, hello, I built an app. Like to come to my house? So I'm watching the movie, okay? And in the second one, they're like a couple. So he's the dominant and she's the submissive, and they're going to a fancy event. She's in a gown, and he's like, "You look great, but I'd like you to wear one more thing." And he pulls out this string with 3 metal vaginal balls that she's supposed to wear inside of her. And since she's the submissive, she's like, "All right." And then throughout the night, she's all like uncomfortable. Here's the thing, guys. I put a tampon in wrong, needed to pull over the side of the road because it's freaking uncomfortable. If I was that woman at a certain point, I'm like, oh, fuck it, who gives a shit? I don't care how rich you are. Go on your helicopter and fly away. This isn't worth it. God.